Hey, what's up? Matt Wyatt here. This is an off-season topic if there ever was one, but it's this guy, Tua Tagovailoa, took the college football world by storm right at the end. But he had 77 pass attempts on the season.
Well, not 73, 77. What did I say?
77.
So here's what we're going to do over the next few weeks. We're going to take a look at all of them, all 77 pass attempts. And today we're starting with the first 9 attempts of the season for him that came in the second game of the year against Fresno State.
His first career pass attempt is going to be a one-on-one here in the boundary, just in a hitch route, that little play fake, throw it in there, zip. So that's his first career throw and completion. What I find interesting about this, not being in the huddle, you don't necessarily know, but it looks like, based on what number 3 does here in the slot to the field versus this cover 3, which is deep here, he's going to have deep here, and you're going to have a deep safety and zone underneath. It could actually be RPO, run pass option. So here, I'll show you what I mean. On the snap, you saw as he meshed with the running back, you saw his eyes come here, and he looks. The other thing is, this is the only guy who's a part of the receiver package that is not running a route. He's actually blocking. You have hitch here and vertical on the outside. But number 3 inside here is not running a route. He's blocking automatically, and it looks like run here. So I think maybe it's a deal where you got 5 blockers, and if they give you some type of cloud that only puts one guy in the middle where it's 5-on-5 basically in the run game, he may give this football. I think his first pass attempt may actually come on a true run-pass option play, and he chose the hitch into the boundary and a nice completion. His second pass attempt comes on the next play. His second career attempt, he's going to go back in here to the boundary. Again, I'll show it to you quickly. Play action fake, flip his head around, throw that hitch for a first down. Again, though, if you go back and look pre-snap, I'd love to know what the call is in the huddle because they give him a 4-3 with 7 in the box. So typically you will not run the ball against this in a 3-receiver set, and it is cover 3 in their coverage package. And what they do is they run screen on this side, and then they run the one-on-one hitch read route up top. There is the possibility that he has 1-2 options on this play, but there's also a possibility it could be a run option based on the formation. Offensive line is run blocking, and if you only had 6 in here or another formation, maybe he gives that football. Instead, pre-snap told him that he could either throw this here, but you had 2-on-2, and so he just chose the one-on-one in the boundary and throw a first down. So his first 2 pass attempts, I believe, come on plays that he really has a lot of options built into the call. His third career pass attempt comes on a play where they're going to motion across to 3 receivers. And what he does, he looks at the first read. One defender is going to jump or come off the edge, and he thinks right away, I'm going to throw the underneath off play action. Show it to you. So this is drop back. This is certainly pass pro. And when he sees this defender come off the flat route, he's going to go ahead and give it to him. But if he takes the read one step further, they had inside and outside verticals, and the middle linebacker here has vacated to go cover this, going to knock it for a loss. And that's why they have this backside crosser built in right here who is wide open for a first down. So this is just a freshman making a quick read to get it out quickly. If he takes his read to the next level and sees the linebacker coming over, he's going to throw right here for a big play. Instead, he reads 1, throws, and gets caught for a loss. His fourth pass attempt is one where the defense kind of gets him with the call. Alabama keeps in 7 to block, 5 offensive linemen, a tight end, and a running back, running a 3-man route versus cover 3. Vertical, come back to the edge here. It's 3rd and 15, so they need a lot, and a dig in the middle of the field. And it just gets covered one-on-one here on the comeback, and he flushes a little bit early instead of reading. Really, though, nobody comes open. See, so everybody's kind of hung in zone coverage. Protection is good because you got 7 blocking. They have 1-2 defenders bracketing that vertical. The dig route gets cut off in the middle of the field, and then this just gets covered one-on-one into the boundary. And so his fourth pass attempt, he just throws it incomplete, punts it away. His fifth pass attempt's down here on the goal line, and he has a tight end here who's going to run and get in front of the safety and cross to that back corner. but the back also releases and comes underneath that. So he really has two guys kind of in the same place, and they're both open. You got zone coverage happening, so they're going to kind of run away from it as he goes here, he goes here. He has 1-2 options, both open, and then just throws a fastball right over the head of the running back. And with those running backs, tight ends, the ball's got to be down, hit them in the gut. You don't want to make those guys reach. And he was a little amped up to throw his first. So the very next play was his 6th pass attempt. And Alabama loves to run double slants down here on the goal line, and that's what they get. They do it with the outside guy here also. Get the tight end going that way and the back going outside as well. But it really is about these 3 slants coming across here in the middle of the field. On the snap, he gets what he wants, one-on-one and one-on-one. And when he comes to the field side, he kind of chooses this inside. And I'm sure afterwards they go back, watch the film. And when you see the defender here jump and run with this way, this receiver, then it opens the lane for you to throw the slant out here to a guy who's got a little more room. Instead, he fires it on the inside, and it's his 7th pass attempt is just a screen the whole way. We've got 3 receivers out here going to screen the back out underneath. So it's a pass attempt, but it's a straight screen call the entire way on 3rd and 7 up big in the 4th quarter. His 8th pass attempt was a little bit different. He's in that pistol, tight end here, receiver here, and tight on the backside, but they motion him across and give him a runoff post, a wheel route up the sideline from the slot guy there on the play action as he rolls that way. So his motion came underneath, and he had him in his face. Now, keep in mind, here's freshman, and most guys are going to be taught to and would immediately dump the ball to this player right here underneath. I mean, he's obviously wide open, got all this room to run. But he's flipped his hips and reading this wheel route has gotten behind the corner and thinks he can stick it in there, and that arm talent does for a big play. And then his 9th and final pass attempt in this game of his first ball game, they do the exact same play but coming the other way. Exactly the same. They're going to motion across. They're going to run this off. They're going to wheel route here. And then this time he does choose the underneath on play action. It's the same design as the previous play. Just roll it the other way. Here's what's so impressive about this to me. He just made the throw to this guy, the wheel route up the sideline. And instead of guessing on it and wanting to do it again, this time he just unloads it underneath to the open guy. Really smart, mature play. And it turns into you're getting it to the right player, and he runs it in for his first touchdown pass.
Hope you enjoyed that. The thing that impressed me the most about Tagovailoa is even in that first game, his first 9 attempts, you go to the last 2 and look at the maturity on those 2 reads. It's the same exact play action, roll out one way, flip it to the other hash, do it the other way. And he read it differently in 2 different plays. He took what the defense gave him. He wasn't trying to force it either play. That was a pretty good sign, I think, of things to come. So coming up next, we'll look at the next 14 pass attempts. He threw 4 passes against Colorado State in the next game, and then 2 weeks later went 8 for 10 in that blowout win at Vanderbilt. That's coming up next as we track down the 77 pass attempts, all of them for this guy, Tua Tagovailoa at Alabama. Thanks for watching. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Radio Wyatt. Also on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Wyatt. There, would you like my page if you haven't already? And head on over to RenaissanceNation.com. If you like this video, kind of the niche inside look at things, they got some cool stuff over there I think you'll enjoy. That's RenaissanceNation.com. All right, see you next time.